Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today we're filming at our store at Manhattan Reptile World. This is part of one of our projects, so we've got actually 4 of the store, and you're going to meet 2 of them today, and the third one's running the camera. The fourth one, unfortunately, just hasn't happened to be here. But what I really want to talk about today is getting the next generation involved. And so who I have with me here is Nick.
Hi.
Nick, how old are you right now?
15.
15. And do you like reptiles?
Yes,
so
a lot.
He does. He's been very enthusiastic. It's been great having him here. So he's been down visiting for the weekend along with one of our Patreon members who's going to share about that in a minute and what she's doing to get the next generation involved. And if we don't have that next generation, well, we don't have a hobby. And then I'm going to have you meet with one of our other owners, also named Joe. So you're going to meet with Joe and JoJo. So there's going to be JoJo and Joe today. So don't let that confuse you too much with all your Joes. And there's no coffee. Otherwise, it'd be Joe and Joe having some Joe. And then I don't know what I would do. So we're going to skip the coffee. We're going to let him talk to you about how a place like this, with the reptile shop we have and our reptile zoo display, really makes a difference in what he kind of does, because he's here a lot more than I am, to bring in that next generation into the reptile hobby, breed that enthusiasm, and keep people involved. So I'm going to step out right now. I'm going to pass my microphone, if I can dig it out of my pocket, to the first JoJo, and then you'll get just Joe. So you get JoJo, then just Joe here in a minute.
Hey guys, JoJo here. Y'all know me by now. I'm here with my buddy Nick.
Hi.
He came down from Wisconsin, and he has met some of my snakes before. So I said, hey, come on down here. My friend came down that I'm good friends with. I said, bring him along with you. I know he's going to love this. So we've been down here hanging out a couple days, hanging out with the Olympus crew, coming to the shop, handling snakes, cleaning snakes, feeding, doing all that good stuff. So Nick, what have you liked the most about this?
I would say seeing all the awesome snakes and seeing what they're like and meeting them, feeding them, and cleaning their cages is really fun. I had a lot of fun this week. This is probably one of the best weeks of my life.
And let me tell you, this guy is not shy. First we cleaned at my house, he jumped right in there. And like Matt was saying, the next generation. These are the guys we got to grow, and gals. I know we got some gals out there too. Grow them up, get them interested. If your kids are interested, encourage that. Don't say, oh no, they're evil. Take a little bit of time yourself and share that with your kids and get to learn and know about these animals, because that's really a good thing. Because without fresh blood coming into the hobby, what's going to happen? Going to be a bunch of old people like me, and we're going to die out eventually, right?
Yep.
So what? If you could do this again, what would you want to do the next time you came here?
I'd want to maybe see what like a whole business day is like, how they open the shop, what they do to take care of all these animals and make sure they're healthy and make sure they're doing well, and what is more dangerous than this snake, what is the difference between each snake.
And I say, you've helped me clean, you've helped me feed. We went through and did a speed feeding yesterday. That was fun. Let me tell you, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I don't know what else we got to add on that.
Well, I'm just going to use your mic. Well,
right.
I got something we can add. So you're probably sitting there watching this, or maybe you're somebody who's wanting to have your parents or your friends or your adults in your life be more involved. You don't know how to do that. I got somebody I'm going to introduce you to now. It's the other Joe. So we already had JoJo. We're now going to Joe. And Joe can be that proxy person for you or your children to help get that hobby involved. So if you want to say, man, my kids are into this, I'm doing research, but it's not my thing. Or maybe I want to learn more and maybe look at getting something, and how's the best way to do it? Well, my guy Joe here is going to show you what he does when young people come in to help get them more involved, even if the parent's a little leery. So that way he can do that part for you, help you get involved. So let's all step out. I'm going to introduce you to Joe, and he's going to introduce you to some animals and kind of show how he handles things.
Yep, I'm the other Joe. You met JoJo, I'm the other Joe. I'm one of the owners here, and I'm here during the week, but I'm guaranteed here all day Sunday. And Matt come and asked me to talk to you about how young people and reptiles mix. And I will tell you that from my experience, it's unbelievable as far as their enthusiasm. Okay, like this little guy right here. This is a, get a close up of his gorgeous face. This is a baby anaconda. This is the heaviest snake in the world. And you see kids' faces when they come in and they see this, and then we show him a full-grown male. This snake right here can weigh up to 300 pounds. Okay, and that's what we're trying to do with the kids, is we're trying to educate them on the various different types of reptiles that we have and don't have, so that the stigma out there is gone. Like, how many people right now watching this video see green anaconda and think of the movie Anaconda? Okay, well, I will tell you that our anaconda, and if he wants to, we can zoom over there and show him, is 17 feet long, and he wouldn't bite a flea, unless you're a rat. If you're a rat, you're in trouble. But other than that, he's a real good snake. And that's what we try to do here at Reptile World, is get rid of the stigma that reptiles are mean, vicious, biting creatures, because they're not. Do they bite? Yes, but dogs, cats, and everything else you own bite. Okay, just like this little guy, he comes in and he just grabs anything. Pan over here and show him. Okay, that's Sunshine. That's our tiger retic you're looking at right now, and we take him to kindergarten schools, and kindergartners hold them. The teachers are afraid to hold them, but the kindergartners love to hold them. So, as my point of view, I just ask everybody out there, if you just please bring your kids by, let us introduce them to all our wonderful animals, and they can see for themselves that they're just like any dog and cat if you bring them up correctly.
All right, guys, so you've heard from JoJo, and you've heard from Joe, and you've heard all kinds of things. And I got just a few questions for you, Nick, and then we're going to get off here, okay?
Okay.
So you got that green anaconda in your hand, which is pretty awesome. Now, before you came down this weekend with JoJo, you were already enthusiastic about reptiles, right?
Yep.
How did this weekend do? Are you more enthusiastic now, more excited, or kind of like, oh, maybe that's not for me?
I mean, I'm in love with these reptiles. These reptiles are so amazing. I'm still frightened of them, but they're amazing. They're amazing reptiles. I love them.
Yeah, sometimes having a healthy fear of certain snakes is a good thing until you get, more comfortable with like your large ones or even your venomous stuff. Obviously, that's probably not something we want 15-year-olds handling yet as rattlesnakes. But do you think this weekend's made you more enthusiastic? I'm going to guess you've seen things you've never seen coming down to our house and coming to our shop, correct?
Yes, I've never heard a rattlesnake rattle. And I've heard it on camera, but I've never heard it in real life. I've never seen a big anaconda like the one over there. Like that I got to feed that. That was awesome. That was probably one of my best moments in this trip. But yeah, it's been a really fun week.
So before we get off here, do you want a few anaconda facts? Now, Joe told you they're the heaviest snake in the world, right?
Yep.
Joe's absolutely right. Do you know why they're able to be so heavy, though?
Why?
Because this thing's going to spend most of its life in water. So the water is like the hippo of the snake world. They stay in the water, helps displace the weight. Look how high up the eyes are on the head. None of their eyes look kind of funny? So that is so when they're in the water, their eyes can pop up almost like a crocodile, and they can see things without exposing their whole body. So they're kind of specially made for an aquatic snake, but they're so big, they're kind of awesome. All right, so anything you want to add about this weekend, or anything you want to tell people who are enthusiastic about reptiles?
If you're enthusiastic, just come down to the reptile place in Manhattan. Come and see them. Come and hold them.
Yep, if you come down here, you're going to run into either myself, Joe, or
buddy.
Caleb, maybe Kurt, if we can get
so
Kurt to
cute.
talk to people, and they're going to have a wonderful time. Before we go, one thing I want to point out. So I did see another kid on camera talk about reptiles quite a while back in a news video, and I want you to know you did a much better job than him.
I like turtles.
Much better job than Turtle Kid. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.